right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
We're calling on GM, Wentzville Assembly, Local 2250 in Region 4 to stand up and strike.
Breaking tonight, no deal. That is the message just minutes ago from the UAW president. That means in the next hour, members of the United Auto Workers at plants across the country will walk off the job in an unprecedented strike against all three major U.S. automakers. Good evening, I'm Ann Allred. Mike Bush has the night off. Our Laura Barczewski is live outside the Union Hall in Wentzville, one of three plants where workers are being asked to hit the picket lines.
Well, and GM put an offer on the table today, but as you said, at this hour, there is still no deal. The UAW International president announced his support of a strike just about an hour ago, and the mayor of Wentzville tells us Local 2250 could strike as soon as tonight. And they have been gathering here to start those preparations unless there is a last-minute deal. As we've seen before, the strike affects more than the employees, but the community stands together. For more than 6 years, Duke's barbecue owner Peter Venezia has been serving up pulled pork and brisket to General Motors workers.
You know, we see these guys, we know their names, they got their name tags on, and we know what they order. We know them when they call on the phone, so it's a really tight community here.
Venezia says he will continue to support his community, strike or no strike.
Like last time, we did a lot where we took water to the different strike points. We did some food for some of the people, and we would do that again, of course, if that would happen.
GM officials put an offer on the table Thursday, releasing this video statement.
Nobody wins in a strike. We all know that from hard experience. A strike negatively impacts lives and communities.
Here are a few things in their offer: a 20% wage increase over the life of the agreement, inflation protection, job security, and more paid time off.
This is an historic offer, best in the 115-year history of General Motors of bargaining, placing more than 75% of our team members amongst the top 15% earners in the U.S.
The mayor of Wentzville says these strikes affect the entire community.
And there are sub-suppliers that will affect. So it's a kind of a domino effect, if you will. And so if there's, some of the local businesses, some of the business falls off, well, they lay off people too as well. And so long term, we don't know. We don't know what the impact will be, but like I said, I'm hopeful that we can avoid that.
The contract ends at 10:59 tonight, and as I said earlier, local union workers have started showing up at the hall here to possibly prepare for this strike. Unless there is that last-minute deal, they could begin striking as soon as 11:30 tonight. Reporting live in Wentzville, Laura Barczewski, 5 on Your Side.
New developments tonight surrounding ongoing contamination concerns in the drinking water in St. Charles. The city has filed a restraining order to stop Ameren from drilling an extraction well at its Huster Road substation. That's located near the Elm Point well field. EPA test results revealed earlier this year that Ameren was responsible for contamination to the well field and ordered it cleaned up. A judge approved the stop work order until both parties can appear in court. Just a few hours ago, we received a statement from Ameren, Missouri. It reads in part, "The city of St. Charles continues to misrepresent the facts and to deliberately and intentionally delay ongoing remediation efforts." Tonight, a man is locked up and charged with murdering his own mother in Troy, Illinois. We've also learned the victim was the widow of the town's former mayor. Our Robert Townsend is here with new developments. Robert.
And the sudden death of Norma Carricker has devastated everyone who knew her. A close friend still cannot believe a woman she saw just 2 days ago at work is now dead. Neighbors say it's not the norm to see yellow crime scene tape wrapped around white picket fences at this home in Troy, Illinois. But it's here police found Norma Carricker dead.
We're very hurt, we're broken. It was very sudden. It took us all as a shock.
Police went to Carricker's home on Lower Marine Road around 1:30 Wednesday morning to perform a wellness check and discovered her body. Thursday afternoon, Madison County prosecutors charged Neil Howard with 2 counts of murder. According to court documents, Howard was the woman's son. He's accused of strangling his mother.
I'm hurt. She was a very loving, bright, kind soul. She would do anything for her friends and family.
Jenna Cooner says her friend was a beloved mom, grandma, and a dedicated waitress who worked at the Troy family restaurant for nearly a year. Norma celebrated her 60th birthday just last week. Cooner says Carricker was also a server at the Lucky Rooster restaurant in nearby St. Jacob.
She served the public. She would work every day she could. She was a very hard worker, and all she wanted to do was work.
Jenna says Carricker was also the widow of Troy's former mayor, Charles Tom Carricker, who died 5 years ago. This video was taken from a previous interview with the late mayor in 2003. Back in this neighborhood,
it makes me feel a little uneasy.
The murder of this popular woman in the town of more than 11,000 has hurt many. It's the second killing in Troy in the past 2.5 weeks.
In a small town like this, you really don't hear something like that so close together. I'm considering maybe moving.
Because I want her to have the justice she deserves.
Now, records also show in 2005, Neil Howard was charged with murder in Texas, but a grand jury later refused to indict him. Tonight, Howard remains in the Madison County Jail on a $300,000 bond. Tomorrow, he heads to court.
A Sumner High School student is dead after a shooting in North St. Louis. 16-year-old Antonio Thompson was shot and killed around 10 last night on Minerva Avenue near Goodfellow. So far, there are no arrests. St. Louis Public Schools say extra counselors will be on hand at Sumner to help students and staff. Just 90 minutes after that shooting, 2 young teens were hurt in a drive-by shooting in South City. A group of 3 teenagers say they were walking down Delore when a passing car opened fire. A 13-year-old was grazed in the head. A 14-year-old shot in the leg. Another 14-year-old was not hurt. Tonight, a former nursing assistant is accused of raping a patient at SSM Health DePaul Hospital. Prosecutors have charged Felix Mumba with rape and sodomy. The alleged crimes happened in April of 2022. Charging documents say DNA tied him to the crime. Mumba is being held on bond and is no longer allowed to work in healthcare. New tonight, the I-Team continues to investigate soaring car thefts. It's not a story about Hyundais and Kias, though. A brand new make, model, and method is becoming a favorite of thieves. Our Christine Byers on the new ring of car thefts using much higher tech.
This damage to Eric Dixon's car reminds him of a movie he didn't want to be in.
Gone in 60 seconds, remember that? I should have been an extra in that movie because my car was gone in 60 seconds.
He bought this Infiniti G60 less than 2 months ago.
I bought the car for my wife, and she was pretty excited. When we found the car, it just made her day.
On August 13th,
we parked it in the driveway. Big mistake.
The next morning,
and I looked out the window, and it was just so casual. I'm like, sweetheart, where's your car? We both got up and came outside, and there was glass in the driveways.
The Dixons are not alone. Since April, the I-Team has learned 22 Infinitis have been stolen in unincorporated St. Louis County. That's 4 more that were stolen during all of last year. In St. Louis City, 68 have vanished so far this year, a 200% increase over last year.
Police statistics show most high-end cars get stolen when the keys are left inside. In a new twist, thieves don't need keys at all.
Joe Barbalia at Columbia Auto Repair says it's sophisticated but effective.
They're getting new key fobs, programming them through this system, and now it will start the car.
The devices aren't regulated, so anyone can buy them online even if they're not a mechanic. It isn't cheap.
The better the device, the more the cost. So it could be anywhere from up to $10,000, $12,000. They might steal a $80,000 car, $70,000 car. They could turn around and sell those cars.
In Dixon's case, the thieves damaged it. He has surveillance video. It's blurry, but shows that whoever took his car did it fast.
It was another guy in another car. They pushed it down to the end of the block, and they used some kind of device to start it up, and they was off with it.
It's unclear why Infinitis have been targeted. A spokesman for Infiniti tells the I-Team as thieves become more sophisticated, we are working to improve the security systems in our vehicles. Barbalia says most cars with key fobs are vulnerable.
It's an high-end criminal now. It's not like with the Kias and Hyundais that you just broke the window, busted a column, and USB port and took off. It's different.
St. Louis City and County Police declined the I-Team's request for an interview.
I think they should tell people. You want to tell people that, hey, they're still in this car, this is a hot car, so people can have an informed decision when they go out and purchase a vehicle.
St. Charles County, Jefferson County, and the Anti-Theft Task Force in Illinois told the I-Team they have not yet seen the problem, but it is on their radar. Police in other cities, including Memphis, are seeing a similar surge. For the I-Team, Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Experts say the best way to protect cars from theft is a steering wheel lock like a car club. If you have a tip for Christine and the 5 on your side I-Team, leave her a voice message at 314-444-5231 or email Christine. The email is tips@kstk.com. All calls and correspondence will be kept confidential. Affinia Healthcare Foundation held its annual Starburst Gala fundraiser tonight at the Stiefel Theater. Affinia provides funding and resources to support care and services for the most vulnerable and disenfranchised in our community. Several community leaders were recognized with Affinia's Advancing Equity Award, and 5 on Your Side is a sponsor of the event. Today in St. Louis, anchor Rennie Knott served as MC.